Hello, everyone. I'm Priyadharshini, and we have Manika. We are so thrilled to have you be a part of our discussion today. We are going to be talking about the mindset behind mindfulness, and we're going to understand the what, the why, and the how of the mindset behind mindfulness. Before we get started, let's have crisp introductions of us. So over to you, Manika.
Thank you so much, Priya. And to all our lovely viewers, a big hi. This is Manika Goel. I'm a memory and mindset coach. And today I would like to express my deep belief in the transformative power of mindset. In today's world, navigating challenges, embracing opportunities, and achieving all the personal and professional success, it requires more than just a skill and knowledge, isn't it? What do you think, Priya?
That's definitely right.
Yes, so it actually demands a mindset that is adaptive, that is resilient, and that is growth oriented.
Thank you so much, Manika, for that crisp introduction. And I should say that it's an honor to be in this discussion with you. I am Priyadharshini. I am a mindfulness coach, and I am on a mission to help people develop the skills and insights that is required to be more present, aware, and centered of themselves, right? For me personally, mindfulness is a topic that's really close to my heart. The reason because I have reaped so much benefits from just my daily practice. Before any delay, Manika, let's get started with the entire topic. Manika, if I have to say, if I have to say having the right mindset, how is that important to a person?
When we say mindset, it actually consists of all the deep rooted beliefs, the attitudes, the assumptions that we all hold within ourselves.
Mhm.
It's how we see ourselves and how we see the entire world around us. That is what creates a mindset.
Sure. So, Manika, would you say that mindset is something that's not acquired since birth? Is that right? Is that my understanding?
See, we are not actually born with any kind of a pre-installed mindset. Yeah, but
Okay.
we develop this mindset with
Mm-hmm.
the experiences that we have in our life.
Mm-hmm.
We develop this mindset by being within our community, by the culture that we are living in, the people we are living with. So
Mm-hmm.
all this shapes our mindset.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a beautiful story of an elephant.
Mm-hmm.
When you see a small elephant, it's tied up with a stake in the ground. When it's a baby, it has no strength. It tries to pull out that stake, but it's not able to do that, isn't it?
True.
And
True.
eventually, after some time, it stops trying because now it has understood that my efforts are futile. No matter how hard I try, it won't come out. So it stops trying. Now when the baby elephant grows, it
Mm-hmm.
grows, develops more strength, it has more energy. But do we all see the elephant still tied up with the stake?
Of having the elephant even try to actually get
Yeah,
out of it, they're
correct,
not trying
correct.
for it.
They're not
Yes,
trying.
yes.
Now, why it is? It has the power, it has the strength, and that tiny piece of wood is nothing in front of that elephant. Why? Because what it has learned as a baby, right? Now, most of us, Priya, we all behave like an elephant. We encounter
True.
some bad experience in our past, maybe two fail attempts, three fail attempts, and then we feel, okay, this is what it is. I am
Yes.
not good at something. This is not my cup of tea. That's
Right away,
how
people put an end to it.
yes, we put an end to it. This is what a fixed mindset is, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Understood. I think, Manika, to talk about this with relation to mindfulness, if I have to say, right, it's fantastic, how you have compared the elephant, and it believes that the power that it has as a child, and when it grows into an adult, is the same, right? I
Correct.
think with mindfulness, it's similar, right? Because mindfulness is a process of doing what we can with what we have at that moment, right?
Mhm.
So it's mostly like the elephant still giving it a try to pull out that tiny piece of wood. It can just
Yes.
get out of that. But when we are mindful, we explore the opportunities, we be available for the experiences that are available around us, right? It's about making conscious efforts into doing something and working towards it, because you are actually putting your heart and soul when you're doing something consciously.
Yes.
It could be as simple as um, the way you wake up every morning, right? Your day is defined right by that, right?
Yes,
But again, Manika, it's
I
when you're
truly
talking
believe that.
about
Yes,
mindset and mindfulness, I think the topic is so beautifully interlocked
interlock.
that you have to have a right mindset to be mindful in life. That was a very beautiful correlation that you did there, Manika.
Yeah.
Manika, can we quickly have the agenda of the
Yes, of
session today?
course. Yes, of course. We'll be talking about, the introduction of our topic, like the what exactly the mindset behind mindfulness. And we started off beautifully. I'm sure many of us have now started to relate themselves with the topic, right? We also will be discussing on the what, the why, and the how of the entire thing. And also we'll see about how are we going to integrate these practices, not just about discussion, but yeah, we'll see how we can actually integrate these practices of mindset and mindfulness in our daily routine, which is really important. And then, since we have already done a few dry runs of this topic, and we got few queries out of, we are going to answer those questions right in this session. And later, towards the end of the session, we are definitely going to let our viewers know how are we going to propose our upcoming 10 days program as well. So this is what the entire agenda of our discussion would look like.
Thank you so much, Manika, for this. Manika, if we have to start off with,
Mhm.
I'm just curious to know that, on the mindset bit, right? How do you think that has actually been an experience to you personally?
Mindset, I would say, it has really worked and it has impacted me a lot since the time I started this training and coaching. I'll share a small experience of mine, if you allow me to do that.
Please, please.
Since the very early age, I've had a real public speaking anxiety.
Mm-hmm,
People
mm-hmm,
who know me, they know how bad I was into public speaking. I couldn't speak in front of two or three people, also, even in my
mm-hmm,
family, also, I couldn't speak. Now, there was an incident. I need to give a presentation to
mm-hmm,
somebody. It was a small group, but still, I felt for me, it was a huge group, right?
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm,
I prepared well. I was all right, I am capable enough to give that presentation. But somehow, deep within me, I felt I was not that confident. And why?
mm-hmm.
Because my past has seen some kind of failures in terms of
Right,
public speaking, right? I used
right.
to stumble over words. I had terrible, feedbacks from people around me.
Mm-hmm,
All what was there within me. Now, that was a moment when I thought, okay, now this is enough. It's not going to happen, and this is where I need to really work on my subconscious mind, right? So mindset
mm-hmm.
is all about working on the conscious and the subconscious mind. So
Okay,
let me come up with something which I have prepared for all my audience and viewers.
sure.
You know, a mind which has been divided into conscious and subconscious mind, right? Now, the conscious mind is the mind which is the logical.
Mm-hmm,
It's all taking the decisions. It's
mm-hmm,
being analytical. All the reasoning part is done from our conscious mind, our awareness, basically,
mm-hmm,
right? And it's just like the captain of the ship, giving the orders to the crew. Now, there is one part of our mind, which is a subconscious mind, which has all the beliefs. It has all the
mm-hmm.
past experiences of our life. It has all the emotions. It's the storehouse of everything that we have
Right,
experienced, right? Now, what happens is when there are certain thoughts which are running in our mind and we keep repeating those thoughts over and over again, those thoughts become habits,
right.
isn't it? And most of us are actually working through our subconscious mind unconsciously. We are not aware of all what we are doing because it's
True.
running, our life is just running in an autopilot mode. We are not aware of it. And there I
Right.
feel something which is really important, and you can describe me better, Priya.
Um, that's, I think, Manika, through everything that you said, it's only bringing me back to the story that you spoke of the elephant, right?
Mm.
Now, even after the elephants reach that adult stage, it's the subconscious mind that's working. Its
Yes,
conscious mind is
exactly.
absent, and it just keeps bringing me back. I think that was a very, very relatable concept. I think it works the same with humans today. right from childhood, there's a lot of things that we do on autopilot mode, right?
Hmm.
I think, but when done with intention, it becomes profoundly transformative. Anything, it could be as much as even brushing our tooth, right? Even
Yes,
that can actually be a sort of meditation when done
exactly.
with all of our consciousness. So
Yes,
I think that's a wonderful way to give us the difference between, or
yes.
rather, the existence of both the conscious and the subconscious mind,
Yeah, yeah,
Manika.
yeah. Yeah. So Priya, I am so curious to know, that how do you think this integration of mindfulness can actually
Hmm.
impact, people in their daily life?
Hmm.
Have to say about that?
Like I mentioned, Manika, I think the mindset, right, that is really, really crucial, right? Because it is the willingness for a person to make it happen, right?
Yes,
Because
exactly.
here, when it is mindfulness, we are mostly focusing on achieving our inner victory
Yeah,
and
very
nothing
true.
external, right?
Yeah,
So you basically put in that conscious effort to do something for yourself.
yeah.
Let's take, for example, as simple as an exercise that we do
Mm,
subconsciously, that's breathing, right?
mm,
When we do it with conscious efforts, people call it pranaya,
mm,
people call it breathing exercise. But when
mm.
we do this with conscious efforts, there
Mindset.
is so much that it will help and ease our bodies, right?
Mm.
So, Monica, I actually invite you to do this activity with me, and of course, our viewers as well, if they could join us on this session.
Yes, I'm
Um,
all in.
Yes. So what we're going to do is we are going to inhale through our nose for the count of 4, and
Okay.
we're going to exhale through our mouth to the count of 8. So we're going to
Okay.
have a
So
short
do we need to
inhalation.
close our eyes for this, or is it okay
Um,
that we can this?
However, it is that you can choose to lower your gaze or you can choose to
Okay.
keep it open. However, it is that is comfortable for you. So we're going to have a short inhale and a longer exhale. Yeah. So we're going to inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth. Yeah. You can
Okay.
make subtle counts in your mind. So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 inhale. 4, I mean 8 to 1 is exhale.
Okay.
So we can start doing this.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Definitely.
Okay. Monica, whenever you're comfortable, you may choose to open your eyes. Was there anything that you felt, Monica? Of course, this was a really short and a quick one,
Yes.
but
Yes.
did this did
But
this
I
feel
felt
anything for you?
I did it after a long time because with this busy schedule and everything, we really
Mm-hmm,
need this pause of just
mm-hmm.
taking a break and closing our eyes, even wherever we are working,
The
getting distracted.
beauty of
Yes.
mindfulness, right? Like I
Mm.
said at the start, it's about doing what we have and all that we can with what we have, basically,
Exactly.
right? So also this is an exercise, Monica, to just stress upon a little more, right? This helps
Hmm.
you with releasing of any stress, any anxiety. It
Mm.
helps your body retain its original state, right?
Mm.
It helps you know that you are fine, you're going
Yes.
to be fine. Everything with you is going to be all right. So, this is
Yes.
an exercise that anybody can use to relieve the stress and anxiety that they go through. Because in today's world,
Wonderful.
this is something that a lot of them are going through right now, right? Even with children, they don't even know the first thing of stress, but they just associate that with stress simply because they've seen their parents stressing about things probably on their personal space or on the workspace, but
Yes.
stress just automatically gets attached to children these days, even without them knowing the meaning for it, right?
Yes.
Um,
And what
but
I
I
feel,
think,
Priya, is
mhm,
there are a lot of children. Even I see my son also.
mhm,
He's always in a rush. They have so much of things to do, and
correct.
this is impacting their overall, their health as well, and their mental well-being also, I'm sure.
That's really true, Monica. But now that we have established the need or the importance of having the right mindset behind mindfulness,
Correct.
can you maybe, Monica, tell us that if is there like a suitable age group, or anything of that sort that is required for a mindset change to actually happen?
It's a wonderful question, Priya. So I think this mindset, if we say, it is suitable for all age group, no matter if you are a
Mm-hmm,
kid, if you are a parent, or if even you are an elder person. So it goes for each and every one. But yeah, there are certain activities which we can do with kids, which, it
Okay.
differs from person to person, like the age criteria, right? If we talk about the children specifically, it is helping them improve their overall development. It is helping them to be more resilient to a certain situation. So specifically, if I talk about the students part, so there are certain things that a student can try, and one of a wonderful tool which self can help in building a lot of confidence and building their own self-esteem is the affirmations. So I'm sure you
Okay.
have heard about the affirmations and
Right.
how important this is. So when I was discussing about having this mindset, the negativity in my past of the public speaking, so this is where affirmation really helped me out. This is
Okay.
something which I have been doing since the last 4 years, and today also I keep repeating these affirmations. Now, affirmations, definitely, these are something which I have specifically created for the students' audience of mine. But yeah, we can have a lot of other affirmations for the people, for different age groups also. So
So can we, Manika, sorry to interrupt you
yeah,
here, but again, you're saying affirmations can be done by anybody, irrespective of age.
yes.
There is no age bar, and we
No.
affirm this for ourselves, and it is bound to happen. Is that what it
Yes,
is?
yes. So
Okay.
I never believed in this, but since the time I have started,
Mm-hmm.
doing this, I have seen my own confidence building up, because something which you keep on repeating in your mind over and over again, your
Mm-hmm.
subconscious mind actually starts to believe that, right?
True, true,
So
true.
that's how it works.
This actually reminds me of one of an incident I think I came across, Manika. So, something with respect to affirmations and how some people actually find it funny, right? So, some of them believe that when they say it out loud in the universe, it's bound to happen, right? But, there is a beautiful saying that was said by my mentor. It goes like, one man's stupidity is another man's wisdom, right? The person who's actually going through those affirmations or who's
Right.
believing in those affirmations is actually gaining from it. But there are people who look at people who are doing these affirmations and, just make a laugh at them. I think that's something that I can, almost instantly recollect to when we talk of affirmations.
So I think the program that we have designed, for our viewers is definitely going to be a perfect balance of what the world is looking out for today. The mindset shift plus the installation of the daily mindfulness practices.
I think our program is beautifully designed to accommodate anybody and everybody, right? So that way, mindset, like you rightly mentioned, it starts from a young age. Likewise, installation of mindfulness habits, right? When I spoke of in the start in itself, right? Mindfulness needs to be started young and early. That is a need for the world today, right? Because the fast paced world that we lie in today, I think we forget to go back to our roots. We have to
Exactly.
keep reminding ourselves to go back to our roots and keep going back. And I
Correct.
think mindfulness is for that, and having the right mindset to inculcate mindfulness is what is very much required.
Yes, and I so believe in this, because when it comes to mindset also, Priya, I think the earlier you start to have that correct mindset, a growth mindset, it's
Mhm.
how your future will look like, probably from 0 to 7 years, when most of our beliefs, the most of our experiences, they are formed, right?
True.
So it's important for at an early age that we can start off with something related to mindset and mindfulness. So, Priya, I think our viewers must
Mhm.
be very curious to know how our elaborated program looks like.
I think the growing need of mental awareness and self realization programs in the world in today itself speak volumes of what is actually necessary right now, right? So, if you really see the program that we have designed, beautiful balance between the mindset and mindfulness is what we have created in this particular program. To just tell you about the mindfulness bit, we are going to be teaching children how to respond before they react. Right now, you've seen children, they throw a tantrum at everything that's required, right? They do
True.
not respond, they react, right? Children are meant to be spoken in a tone that's barely audible. But today we see parents yelling on top of their voices, thinking that's making an impact on the child. But when it's true the other ways, right? So we are going to help the child take those pauses when they feel overwhelmed, when they are going through that stressful episode. So this is something, pause is what we call it, and they will choose, or they will choose to pause for themselves when they feel it's necessary. Yeah. The second topic that we will be touching upon is letting go of self-doubt, right? Children today have poor or low self-esteem, right? Some of them even feel less of themselves when compared to the others in
Right.
their class, right?
Yes.
Whereas that is not the truth. It's mostly about, again, I will have to definitely stress on your topic, which is mindset.
Yes.
It's about
Definitely. Yes.
how they actually cultivate or inculcate certain habits from a young age, which will help them let go of any self-doubt there is, right?
Hmm.
So we will teach them skills through activities on how they can let go of any preconceived thoughts or emotions that they have that's already built up in them. Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, not that right after this program that they are going to be transformed children and, be that sparkle
Yes,
in the
that is very
diamond.
important for our viewers to know this. Yes.
Yes. So, but the focus is going to be on helping the child accept themselves a little more every day, right? Even if it is a 2% shift in their mindset or 2% acceptance of themselves, then that is a win that we have given our child. Yes. So we're going to help them, develop their ability to accept themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next topic is, of course, developing their inner strength and determination to achieve milestones. A lot of our parents, intentionally or unintentionally stress over academic performance, right? For them, that is everything. And the rest can, just be parked in the side and, it can come up
Yeah.
later. But actually, it has to be a healthy balance between having the child, being exposed to a 360-degree approach.
Hmm.
As how I would like to call it, mostly like a fair balance between the outside world and their academics, right?
Hmm.
The
Hmm.
child has to feel that they're excelling in some manner, right?
Hmm.
Everybody eventually does everything for their own growth,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
as that, if you really think about it, even certain conflicts that we as adults have, right? It could be in our workspace or in our personal life, right? We all share that growth mindset, and that's why conflicts arises, right? But how you deal with it and what you do with it is left totally up to you, and how you as an adult actually choose to react or behave is already dated back to your beliefs as you're a kid,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Exactly.
So these are the topics that we will be touching on mindfulness,
Hmm.
Manika. But over to you, like I've been saying that mindset is something that is so important,
Hmm.
and if it comes from you, I think our viewers will actually understand the importance of requiring this for their children.
Right. So when it comes to mindset, of course, dealing at a very early age about how your intelligence grows. Most of the time, we have seen children are just by encountering one or two failures, they feel that their intelligence is fixed. They cannot grow their intelligence. They are not good enough. So
Really true.
it's important for them to understand that it is something opposite. Their intelligence can grow. It is not fixed like a shoe size. Okay. Their intelligence can grow. And this is all what we will be touch basing upon when we learn about mindset. I am not going to disclose a lot of things, otherwise that that
Yes, yes.
that feel will go. So yes, I'm sure that once you cover these mindsets and mindfulness thing, there's something which you will develop is, you will overcome all the self-limiting beliefs that you have within you. That you have developed with maybe some experiences, maybe somebody saying something to you negative. So all those you will be able to overcome those self-limiting beliefs. And when you develop positive beliefs within you, it can definitely help you out in building the confidence, just like I have
True.
experienced, because I have experienced this myself. I have seen the changes in myself. That's the reason I'm very confident that I'll be able to bring that change in these students as well. And eventually, when you develop that confidence, when you have that positive beliefs, it can eventually lead to academic success also.
Definitely, Manika. I think talking about self-limiting beliefs in itself, right? I personally have a lot of friends who limit themselves, right? They are super talented. They want to start something of their own, but they're taking the step back, right?
Yeah.
No matter how much I sit and talk them down, somewhere it's still not channelizing, right? I think it also goes back to actually letting your child have that space from a really young age. You know,
Yes.
supporting them, believing them in all that they have to do, right? So most children, most parents have this thing that, my child said that he was interested to play badminton. So I put him in a badminton class. 2 months, 3 months, and now he doesn't
Now
want
it
to go to
doesn't.
badminton and he wants to try football. Children, but what parents are lacking to understand is children are in their experimental phase. Can me and you experiment now? We can't, right? I mean, children definitely are in that experiment phase, right? They will explore basketball, they will explore badminton, they will explore football, maybe settle at tennis. And that's fine. But as parents, it is for us to make that opportunities happen, right? And even for that, I think as parents, we have to do a lot of unparenting ourselves, right? Having again a mindset that is required to actually be a parent is also very important.
Yes, yes,
I think those are
yes.
my
Yeah.
2 cents on that.
Yes, yes. So, Priya, this is what we have disclosed about, how the program will look like. And so, how is the enrollment process? I'm sure the viewers must be excited to know how are they going to enroll for this program. So, can you share some details on that as well?
Sure, sure, Monica. So we actually have a link in our description box, which is basically a Google form for you to directly reach out to us. So once we get those submissions, we will be reaching out to you with further details on our programs. But otherwise, there is also a our email address and our contact numbers that you can directly reach out to if you want to directly reach out to us. We will be more than happy to assist you here. If there is anything that is required, our social media handles will also be tagged. So you all can might as well explore mine and Manika's expertise in this particular field. And Manika, any closing thoughts?
Um, okay, so most of the things we have already spoken, but there's one thing which I normally, tell all my students in all my sessions so far I've been doing, and that is that destiny is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choices that you make. Yeah,
True,
so
true,
this
true.
is such a lovely quote, and I truly believe in this that what the decisions that you are making right now, the choices that you are making right now is something that is shaping you in your future. Yeah.
That's very true, Monica. I think the time is now to listen to ourselves, and look beyond our emotions. Most of them actually be judged by the emotions. But I
Yes.
think let's take one step more and listen beyond the emotions. And
Yes. Yes.
I think that's brilliantly said what you said, Monica. Thank you so much for your
Thank
valuable
you so
inputs
much,
and your
Priya.
time.
Yes, yes.
And
So
guys,
thrilled to be here with you today and discussing all these things. I'm so excited for our upcoming program as well. So I'm sure viewers, if you have any doubts, if you have any queries, please reach out to us on the below mentioned description and the contact details.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Monica. So, guys, we are open for registrations and we look forward to seeing you all.
Yeah. All right.